What?
You can call me that. Objection.
How did you? I'm quite interested in how you grew the call center business in the DR, and what you see some of the pros and cons with the business as it operates today.
Yes. We started promoting the call center industry back in the 90s, but it sort of, it wasn't until 2004 that it actually started to pick up again. We, like I said, we now have many thousands of jobs directly employed. One of the advantages for this industry is that it employs a population, a segment of a population that may not have an opportunity in the, let's say, lower end manufacturing industries, say assembly of products. And because a lot of them are bilingual or may have some other IT skills, they are able to get a, let's say, rather good, relatively good paying job. This, at the same time, would create additional indirect jobs in the economy. And so when we talk about, for example, 20,000 jobs, indirectly, you're talking perhaps of 80 to 100,000 jobs that become affected or impacted by this industry today. So we continue to encourage. One of the nice things we've seen is that it's not only foreign companies such as Stream that's operating in the Dominican Republic. We have also other major players coming in. But it's also one of the sectors where we've been able to, because of the lower barriers of entry perhaps, we've been able to see some local entrepreneurship. And in fact, some of them have come from the textile and the garment industry where we lost many, many thousands of jobs in the 90s and the early 2000s. And they've been able to transition into this area as well. So we see it as a very positive sector. It also say uses a lot of our telecom infrastructure that's already in place, where a lot of redundancies to deal with the vulnerabilities, for example, of hurricanes, which we've had, of course, experienced. So it is a good industry. Perhaps what we don't want as a country is to stay where we are. No matter what we do, but particularly in this industry, we're thinking, how do you go this, one step up the ladder, 2 steps up the ladder? And there are ways to do this. Again, very much as you do with aggregating or adding value to a product, you can do that to a service that's provided over the internet or over the phone. So that's our focus right now, because providing, let's say, marketing services, calling, some of you here in the States, and it's not the only thing that we want to do. So today we're providing a lot of very highly skilled professional services, including translation to many, many languages that are available in the Dominican Republic, providing even medical assistance over the phone that can be done, legal assistance, titling issues that are dealt with by this industry. So we look at it in a more positive way, and perhaps as a step up to, which has helped us to launch the software industry, and then we'll talk about that later.
All right. Just one other question. Would you happen to know what the average wage is for the employees in the call center?
In the call center business today, you would have in the Dominican Republic anywhere from, for a bilingual individual, most likely around 22 to 25,000 pesos, which is about $700 a month. Average.
What is that in US? 700. 700.